Okay, so let's talk about variable rules in Flask. So in the documentation that you can pass it on the URL, something like that. You can pass string, int, and path or something like that. You can do that on Flask, but okay, if you're a beginner, you I think you should ever think on your head that there's a security risk. That's why you should never learn this on your first web development. I think you should go back on PHP. Like some tutorial out there, they explain about the security risk on the URL, and they can delete your file if you don't like think about what's the security risk. So you should always read the documentation. That's the important thing. Like this one, markup set, import set. We need to add that on our file. Copy that, and I'm gonna copy this entire file so we can get the idea for this. I'm gonna explain a little bit anyway, and we're gonna run our file .py. Okay, so we're back on the code. Like on this one, username slash, we're gonna pass it by username. So user, and we're gonna pass the username. I'm gonna say my name, hello Kagajan. It's passed on in here. Okay, sure. That's I told you before, right? You should read the documentation. Like if you're a beginner, like you run it without using markup safe, and run this code, we pass it, and they can mess you up. I think injection gonna work on this. I think PHP will work if you manage to escape on without using escape like that. There's a security risk. You should always put it on your head on that. And let's say int on this one. So this one for string, you can pass it, and next one is for int. Let's say post that one because it's integer. Post 1, post 2, and 3, and so on. And we're gonna sub path. How it's the okay, it's kind of sub path. It's kind of like this with like current directory path, like that, like a directory. You can do that too, and they can access your subdirectory if you're not very careful on this without using escape. Like you can see that on PHP more easily. It's well known attack anyway. And yeah, so that's our variable rules. You can do float too on this one. It's so very straightforward anyway. Float post ID, let's say post float, let's pass it like something like that. Okay, it's not running. We need to run it one more time. And like that. It's not running. Let's run it, and you can do float too by using post float. And let's say 12.40, like something like that. Post ID float. we pass it, S, S, and S. We run it one more time. Okay, it's running fine. Both side. Okay. Another mistake should be doing this F for float. And yeah, you can do that too. And yeah, you understand now the URL, the routing for variable rules. And yeah, we're gonna go to the unique URL redirection behavior. And yeah, see you in the next part.